Hello and welcome to our July 2018 reading for our glorious Gemini. So Gemini, I have meditated on your energy as well as pre-shuffled these cards, so let us begin. Let's see what kind of messages are coming across for the Cancer season. So we have here Four of Cups, Eight of Cups, Page of Wands that wanted to come out. Okay. So if you've been patiently waiting for a communication of some sort, and it's a general reading, so it will resonate differently with everyone, okay? It could be a communication in the area of romance. It could be in the area of your work environment. All right, Four of Cups is basically a time period where you're waiting, and very patient about it. But now it's time that something is being communicated to you. And if you've been a little emotional over it, it's possible. Eight of Cups is here. It's possible that you've been a little bit emotional and you're like, okay, well, I've been so patient. It was my birthday month. I should have received it by now. Why isn't it here? Well, now it is. Page of Wands. Pages are messengers. And it's an offer that is coming your way, which will create heartfelt emotions within you and the party that you're dealing with. Okay, this is great news coming your way. Wonderful things happening in your favor. And the fact that, the first two cards out are Cups, and we're entering Cancer season, it's a time where people will also be feeling their emotions more. You'll find that people are very hypersensitive during this time period, but it's working out in your favor because of this sensitivity. People will be revealing certain aspects of them and their personality, and now it will be kind of coming out into the open. Okay, Page of Wands is someone who's trying to communicate things with you, or it could very well be your energy, trying to have a conversation about something with someone, okay? Now, Page of Wands is also someone who's very enthusiastic. So it's a time to kind of get ready. Get ready for some fiery transformation of something. This is creative energy coming your way. Self-discovery perhaps, or at least discovering of a greater truth of something, okay? And it has to do with emotions and relationships. It could be your friends you're dealing with, co-workers, a loved one, absolutely. But something is now kind of opening up for you, okay? Communication is opening up. And it's also attracting the idea of being spontaneous, because this Page of Wands is very spontaneous. So whatever comes your way kind of might be out of nowhere, but then again, you've been patiently waiting for it. Okay, and it's good news for many of you. Eight of Pentacles is great news. It's time to, now that you know what you know, now that this has been communicated to you, you can use this to your advantage to start working on something. For some of you, it has to do with work, so it might be a new job opportunity or a new project that you are now setting off to work on and focus your energy towards. All right, this is diligent planning, careful, concentrated thought, concentrating your actions towards creating something and making it real. Great accomplishment, great success coming your way, perhaps being communicated. For those of you, if you've given an exam and you were like very emotional, like, oh my God, I don't know how it went, but I did my best. Well, now it looks like you're getting your results and you're going to be doing really good. So that's awesome. That's awesome news for you guys. Also notice the number 8. So things are balancing out. Equilibrium is now returning within you. Some of you might be dealing with health, right? Cups here. You might be dealing with a health issue, but it's looking better now. It's stabilizing. Emperor, the number 4. Very interesting. For those of you into numerology, you might want to look into this more. Number 4, number 8 might be significant. But here, it represents something very stable and sturdy. Okay, so whatever is being communicated, it's going to help you in the long run. The Emperor is someone who's very focused on the long run, how will this benefit me in the future? Okay, what are my long-term goals? What am I trying to accomplish here? Is this going to work for me or not? Is it in my favor? That's what it's about. And the answer is yes, it is. This is going to help stabilize everything for you. It will almost feel like, you know, the world is in the palm of your hands and you're being given the wand. Like, here, take it. Page of Wands is here. He's like, here, I have a wand. Do you want it? And then here you are. You're like, yeah, I do. I want to use it to rule my world. I want to use it to make important decisions in my life. I love that I'm sitting on the throne now. I love that I have all this, you know, good things happening in my favor. I love that offers are coming towards me. And I love the fact that now, you know, I'm just like chilling. I'm chilling. This is you, Gemini. You're feeling very secure, very grounded with where you are and how you will be creating and manifesting more things coming your way. Now we're in July, right? July reading. And we're halfway through 2018. Great time period to kind of stop and look at how far you've come. Time period to be grateful for all the things that have been working in your favor. And as you do so, as you focus your energy on just being grateful and thankful, what you're doing is shaping up the rest of 2018 to work out also in your favor. Okay, things are going to be manifesting in a way to support your future, support your goals and your dreams and your ambition. Yeah? Now for some of you, the message is the Emperor is someone who might be an Aries. Okay, this card is related to Aries. Could be a fire sign in your life that you're dealing with, who might be communicating some good news to you, or perhaps sharing their emotions with you. Okay, if they were very quiet about it, now here they are kind of saying, hey, this is how I feel. This is what I want. Okay, so if it's not an Aries, it might be a Sagittarius you're dealing with, could be a Leo you're dealing with, or someone who just has very fiery placement in their natal chart, or someone with these qualities. All right, someone who might possess such personality traits within them, who might be communicating something. For others, it could be in your work environment. This could be like a boss kind of saying, here, take this job opportunity. Yeah, take a look at the promotion, take a look at this project that I want to head your way. You know, can you handle it? And of course you can. You're Gemini. You can handle it. You can handle anything. You have a mindset that just, it's so strong. It's so strong. And it always works in your favor, because once you set, you know, towards something, to make something happen, it happens. You're so good with that. And because we just are ending, you know, your birthday season, heading into Cancer, you've already invested a lot of energy in something, whatever that is. Now will be the time for it to birth. Okay, for some of you, it might take a little bit longer. Wow, look at the number 4s. What's... Okay, that's good. That's great. Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is receiving abundance. It really feels like it's your energy right here, that you'll be finding yourself in a place where you feel the luxury, you feel the wealth, you feel the abundance. When it comes to family matters, things are looking stable. When it comes to finances, things are also looking stable because good news is coming your way. Yeah? When it comes to relationships, if there's an offer that's headed your way, it's again very stable in nature, very sturdy, very concrete. It has a solid foundation, and whoever this person is, they're thinking of the long-term future, long-term goals and planning, and wanting to communicate something with you that's coming from a very humbled place, very down to earth. Now, I mentioned the grand water trine taking place, right? We have Neptune in Pisces, trining with Jupiter in Scorpio, trining with Venus in Cancer. And even though Venus will be transiting out of Cancer into Virgo on the 9th of July, we still have Sun in Cancer, meaning the grand water trine will continue. And we're in Cancer season, so emotions will be on the high for most people. So as they communicate things with you, just be receptive of that too. Okay, that's another message that's important. The other thing I was going to talk about with you guys was the grand Earth trine. It starts off on the 9th of July. We have Saturn in Capricorn, trining with Uranus in Taurus, trining with Venus in Virgo. So that's when you'll see more of things materializing for you. Okay? Material success on its way to you. Four of Wands is one of the most positive cards in the entire deck. So I'm so happy that's coming out here for you guys, Gemini. Four of Wands is, again, about solid foundation. You're standing on firm ground in regards to something. For those of you who were trying to make a decision, this is you moving forward, knowing that this is good. You know, it's happening now. And if you put down your roots with this decision, that what you're doing in return is stabilizing your future for yourself. Okay, it's really good. Some of you might actually be moving homes. For others, this has to do with a relationship, kind of taking things to a new level. Okay, and socially, you guys are having a ball. Like, it's a great time to be socializing and being a social butterfly and just talking about things, talking about the future. Very grounding energy towards the end of the reading. Initially, it was, up in the air, dealing with water, dealing with emotions, talking about it, but then later on things are looking more stable, more sturdy. We're taking in that earth energy, and it's really bringing a sense of fulfillment within you. Okay, and after all this, after this Eight of Cups is an energy where some of you, it might really feel like an emotional turmoil. Okay, not necessarily you, could be people in your life who are dealing with this and then talking to you about it because they want to know what you think, or they love the mindset that you guys have is just so strong and they need that strength, so they want to talk to you about it. Okay, so after you deal with this sort of an energy, now we're looking at Four of Swords towards the end of the month. Four of Swords is more so about a retreat. So some of you might be traveling, vacationing perhaps, time to give to yourself now. Okay, for others, Four of Swords is about taking a step back from other people now that you've dealt with this, pages or messengers, so people texting you, calling you, emailing you, whatever the case might be, right? Busy with your workplace, now that you have this great news coming your way, you're working on a project and you're feeling so good about yourself, but you do need a break. So Four of Swords is here. That energy will be here so you can take a break, take a step back, and just relax. Just relax and ease into things. It's a time period. If you've dealt with like a health issue, it's time to kind of relax. It's a time to recuperate, rejuvenate your cells, your body, time for meditation, and just going with the flow. Going with the flow of the Cancer season. We're in cardinal energy, meaning changes are happening, but also people really talking about things, talking about their feelings a lot more, but as a result, it's becoming clear. Okay? Under the deck, cardinal energy, right? Lots of change. Uranus is in Taurus. Big changes headed your way. So for you guys, it looks like towards the end of July, entering August, that's when the heart of everything is going to be felt. Okay? Most of the shift in energy, some might feel it earlier, right? We have your ruling planet Mars going retrograde on June 26th, meaning you might feel it earlier. For others, depending on where you are on the spectrum, okay, you will realize these things a little bit later. Okay, so Wheel of Fortune is karmic energy doing its job. Okay, so when you take a break, when you take a step back, karma will do its job for you. Okay, that's the message coming across. Ooh, Knight of Cups. So it could be like a dreamy offer that's coming your way, and then you are like, okay, you're dealing with it, then you take a step back to kind of analyze it, right? But it's something that you wanted to come your way. You were waiting patiently too. So it looks good. Now, for those of you new to the channel, I talk more about these under the deck cards and the extended reading. I make it up for purchase, available on my website, and the link to that is in the description below if you're interested. Depending on how you resonate with the reading, I'll show you what the other cards are under the deck that we'll be talking about. So let's take a look. Okay, let's see. We have Knight of Cups, the Sun card, Five of Cups, the Lovers card, your card, Six of Swords, and then Judgment. Yeah, so we're entering that phase where karma is now taking over. Decisions are being made. Your card, Lover's card, is also about decision making. And then reaching a conclusion about it, reaching solid grounds with it. So we'll talk more about this in the extended, okay? But that's kind of what we're looking at, just so you know. So, you guys, okay. I kind of feel like I have a new deck. I have the Enchanted Map Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed. This is thanks to a wonderful donation from one of our viewers. So a shout out to Alyssa, thank you so much. And thank you to everyone else who has become a part of this Pure Guidance Tarot family. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I love you guys so much, so thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and use this deck to see if there's any other messages to help out with this energy right here, the Eight of Cups, and the emotions that are now going to be communicated, kind of what to think about or take a look at. Such a beautiful deck. Look at all the zodiac signs. So yeah, lots of people are going to be headed your way, kind of wanting to talk to you about things. So Gemini for July. Okay, this one wants to come out. Details, details. Such a pretty card. And I am very attracted to this card, word right here, clarity. Let's take a look. Beautiful card. And if you notice, even on this card, we have all the zodiac signs. What are the chances that this card wanted to come out? So this deck, each card comes with a quote. I'm going to go ahead and read it out to you. It might be useful. So, the most powerful patterns are created within the tiniest details, so pay attention. So I feel like whatever's going to be communicated to you, don't forget to look at the fine details. If you're signing contracts, pay attention to the finer print as well, okay? For others, if it's in regards to relationships, someone's communicating their feelings to you, don't forget to look at every side of the equation, right? Look at both sides of the equation. Pay attention to the details. Also look at the things that they're not saying. Sometimes, people say things, but their actions do speak louder than words, right? So not to forget that, okay? So the message that goes with this card, I feel like it might be important to you, so I'll go ahead and read it out, is this is the time to be aware of the fine print in all areas of your life. Look at the details and leave the broad strokes for another time. When this card appears in a reading, it's a sign to finesse a project, make small but meaningful gestures, or add a personal touch to your correspondence. Be aware that what you need to know lies in the details. If you're entering into an agreement of any kind, pay attention to them before, not after, when it's too late. Clarity and transparency are key. You can gain great understanding by observing the minute body language, offhand remarks, and fleeting facial expressions that reveal the larger picture. It's like the perfect card, especially if there's a lot of people involved in the month of July. You taking a step back and paying attention to the body language as well might be very important. Cool? Alright, so from last month's reading, you already know I'm going to pull out a card from this one as well, Magical Times Empowerment Cards by Jody Bergsma. I love this deck, also thanks to a donation. I love this deck because it's very empowering, and let's see. This is the deck right here. Let's see what kind of message is coming across for you, Gemini, for July. The cards come with affirmations, so you can use the affirmations to incorporate more of the energy that's presenting itself into the season, right? That's how affirmations work. So let's take a look. Such a pretty card. Take pride in yourself and all that you have become. Feel honored by your choices, achievements, and actions. It's a pretty card. So I'm going to go ahead and read the affirmation out to you, and you can use it as you like. So dignity. Today I acknowledge the luminous being that is my true self. I am a waking giant. I hear the call, rise up and take action. I celebrate the eternal light that shines within me. I know the satisfaction of making right choices in life, and I live the rewards. Truly live the rewards. They're coming up for you. We'll talk more about that in the extended. All right, guys. So thank you so much, you all. I hope you have an amazing July. Enjoy the summer. For those of you who are in Canada or the US, happy Independence Day, happy Canada Day. Go out and celebrate and enjoy the summer.